Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and we have a little update on Young Justice targets. Well, many of you, like me, were pretty darn excited when we found out that Young Justice Fandoms is going to be followed with its own comic series. And this is going to be called Young Justice Targets. Now, the first issue is available for pre-order. I've linked it down below. But now we have a pretty interesting update in the pre-order options, and that's a full summary of the opening issue. Now, as many of you know, we don't have a Season 5 as of yet, but the fact we are getting this comic does indicate to me the franchise isn't dead, and hopefully HBO is going to surprise us sometime soon with an announcement. Now, the summary for the comic is pretty cool, and it reads, Queen Perdita has been kidnapped. Mysterious armored assailants have snatched the Latvian royal out from beneath Bowhunter security, leaving Green Arrow and Black Canary poisoned and comatose in the process. Now a rallying cry echoes around the globe and across super teams to band together and rescue Perdita. Now the summary sounds pretty cool, but there is another little interesting thing there that I wanted to dive into. But before we do that though, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, check out our line of Stay Wound merchandise down below. It's a pretty cool way for you and your friends to feel the Aster, stay wound, and crash the mode, all while supporting this channel. Now, like I was saying, the summary is pretty cool, and I think it's kind of ironic that Queen Perdita is the focus, since effectively the whole Young Justice universe was kicked off by that DC showcase with Green Arrow that focused on Princess Perdita. Now, there is something else happening in these books that should be pretty cool, and that's what they're calling a bonus memory. What it reads is that each issue of Young Justice Target will feature a bonus memory short story. This apparently will focus on spotlighting fan favorite characters in their adventures that span various eras of Young Justice history. This is an incredibly interesting way for them to seed some future storylines, and I think that's exactly what's going on here. It also could help us have some adventures with characters that are no longer with the team or out of the loop. I think for me personally, two things come to mind. First and foremost, Wally West. We all want more of Wally West. But then, this does give us the opportunity to dive into that lost era. If you remember correctly, we did a video about the lost era of Young Justice a couple of months ago. And this is that time frame between Season 1 and when Young Justice Legacy happened, where we had multiple team members join the team and then leave. Some of those of note would be Mary Blomfeld and Freddie Freeman, who were known as Lieutenant and Sgt Marvel on Earth 16. This should be a pretty interesting way for Greg and team to delve into some of the stories, and I totally can't wait to see what they're doing here with this comic. Now, the comic should be available on June the 14th, so we have about a month to wait before it drops. And again, I've linked it down below. Try to pick it up. Nothing shows HBO Max that we want more of the show than buying stuff, so make sure you do your part. But until then, what do you guys think? Are you excited for Young Justice Targets coming this June? And is there a character that you hope gets a focus in one of these memory short stories? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you'll not get any updates. Peace.